Hello guys, welcome to yet another video. Today we are gonna see the interesting story of Phoolan Devi, aka the Bandit Queen, India's most dangerous female Don. Without any ado, let's jump into the video. Phoolan Devi's personal narrative sheds light on her life prior to becoming a bandit, evoking empathy among those who believe her account. Born on August 10, 1963, many argue that the majority of her criminal actions were a result of the immense suffering and brutality she endured and witnessed throughout her life. Of course, the Indian authorities officially don't consider this to be true. Born in the small village of Gorakhpurwa, also spelled Gorakhpurwa, in Jalaun district, she was her parents' fourth child. Married off at a very young age to an old man belonging to the upper caste, her husband would regularly mistreat and rape her. She would keep running away from her new home, only to be returned to the husband and suffer the same severe punishment. This would happen often before she's finally returned to her parents 3 years later. Being unsuccessful in fulfilling her duties as a wife, she was marked as a social outcast by the people of her village. In '79, Phoolan was accused, wrongly apparently, of stealing from someone's house. She was sent to jail for 3 days, during which she was manhandled and raped apart from being beaten up. It was around now that Phoolan started harboring hatred for men who undermined and mistreated women. Later, a gang of dacoits would end up kidnapping her. It was here she met the love of her life, Vikram Malla, who protected her by killing the gang leader wanting to rape her. She later joined the gang and became Vikram's second wife. One night, the gang ended up attacking the village where Phoolan's ex-husband lived. She stabbed him and dragged him out in front of the villagers for everyone to see, before leaving a note warning the older men of the village from marrying young, underage girls. Phoolan had now become an integral member of the gang. After every successful crime, she would visit the nearby Durga temple, and thank the goddess for protection. The incident that brought her into the spotlight was the Bhimat incident, where two men named Shri Ram and Lala Ram became enraged upon discovering the murder of their gang leader upon their return. Soon after, Shri Ram and other Thakur members of the gang attempted to kill Phoolan and Vikram. They managed to kill Vikram, and abduct Phoolan and locked her up in Bhimai village. Here she was severely beaten up, and gang raped by several men of the village. After 3 weeks of being brutalized, she managed to escape with the help of some villagers. This was the turning point of her life. She managed to recruit a gang of Mallas and carried out robberies in North and Central India. Although the Indian authorities deny, she would mainly target upper caste people and shared the loot with the lower caste people. Like Robin Hood. 17 months on, 14th of February, 1981, she returned to Bhimat for revenge, and a gruesome one it was. Phoolan marched into the village dressed as police officer. Although the details of the incident are not clear, Phoolan did recognize two among the many men who had earlier raped her. When she failed to find all the kidnappers, she ordered her gang to line up all the upper caste Thakur men in one line, and asked the dacoits to open fire. Even the ones who hadn't done anything. Phoolan was now being referred to as the Bandit Queen. Quite the sensation. 2 dolls of the Bandit Queen dressed as Durga had started doing rounds in the markets of Up. In February 1983, she agreed to surrender. However, she did have a few conditions. She also insisted that she would lay down her weapons only before Durga and Mahatma Gandhi's picture, not the police's. She needed an affirmation that she won't get the death penalty. An assurance that the sentence of the other members of the gang wouldn't exceed 8 years. A plot of land for her reconciliation. Her entire family should be escorted by the police to her surrender ceremony. She surrendered in front of a crowd of around 10,000 people and 300 police and the then Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh, Arjun Singh. Phoolan Devi was charged with 48 crimes, including 30 charges of dacoity, banditry, and kidnapping. Her trial was delayed for 11 years, which she served in the prison. She was finally released on parole in 1994 after persuasion by Vishambhar Prasad Nishad, the leader of the Nishada fisherman community. The government of Uttar Pradesh, led by Mulayam Singh Yadav, withdrew all the cases against her. She later joined politics, representing Samajwadi Party. On the 25th of July, 2001, Phoolan was shot dead by 3 masked gunmen outside of her Delhi bungalow. It later came out that her murder was a revenge for the 21 upper caste men she gunned down in the Bamai massacre. That's it for today. Sub to the channel will be great, and see you guys in another video.
With